God, this is like when we did movies in the middle of BAM, and me and Eris didn't record this. I will never forget this. Me and Eris, I'm sitting there, we're just talking, and we gave our ideas of where the Chipmunks are, and we knew this is when the last CGI Chipmunks movie came out, right? Shut up, we're gonna ignore. Anyway, so then
Continue your story.
No, I can't. You flipped the pen. Anyway, I'll never forget. Me and Eris was talking about where we thought the Chipmunks were. And this, when I say where the Chipmunks were, I'm talking about the Chipmunks specifically from the 80s one, because at that point they would have been in their late 30s, and me and Eris was having a good old time saying where they at.
It feels like a Robot Chicken sketch, by the way.
It did turn into a Robot Chicken sketch because we went all the way behind the music with it, and like the only one that actually came out good was Eleanor or some bullshit like that. But like Theodore stayed in the music business, but just on some real shit. He got a lot of baby mamas he's not paying. And like Simon, he stopped talking to somebody. Jeanette had an overdose. Brittany keeps getting married to different niggas for no reason. Alvin totally crashed out. So we was just having a good old time talking about this shit. But that's the last time me and Eris ever talked about having the Chipmunks. And then out of nowhere, I don't know what Zach meant. But I told myself, hey, I remember there was something that happened in the 80s with the Chipmunks. No, not the TV show. No, not the two different iterations. People who are old enough to know when Alvin and Chipmunks came on TV, there were two different ones where the animation was like shitty, there was the Rankin Bass.
There was Rankin Bass era Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's what everybody knows. That was like some 1950s shit. Basically, right?
The one that Chris is referring to is the one that would show up during the in-between segments of Nickelodeon's Wienerville.
Yes.
Yeah, what I like to call Gen Xers going, see these guys.
Hi, elder millennials.
Hey guys, this is pure cartoons. Whatever little shit like Ren and Stimpy you're looking at, no.
Can be real.
Pure.
Can be real. You want to talk about
Before you be real, first of all, hello everyone. Welcome to Three Black Geeks. This is the Chipmunks Adventure movie that we're going to be talking about on this podcast. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell, and go to our website 3blackgeeks.com. We are on every platform that you see on the banner right here. So yeah, y'all do that. Sit back and enjoy.
CHIPMUNK. They're the Chipmunks. Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Do. Can
I be real? Like there was I think people don't realize, like we talk about SpongeBob and how it took over the world and stuff, and still is, right? It's like there's a theme on this podcast clearly with the animation stuff that we've been talking about. Elder millennials, we were around during that weird period of like we're still getting the Hanna-Barbera tail end of it, but it's still going Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. And then you get like the Warner Brothers stuff, which was still kicking and it was dope as hell. But then you have
Deke.
And then you have Deke and the others.
World of Deke.
Yeah, and you'll get
Deke. Look, here's the thing. I know a lot of people shit on Deke, and it needs to be shit on. But here's the thing about Deke. It fed a lot of us. It fed a whole lot of us. Say what you will, but Inspector Gadget is my nigga. Say what you will. No, don't say that. I don't like Heathcliff. Dennis the Menace. I used to watch that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dennis the Menace.
You know what's funny? Going off the last episode, we talked about Walter Matthau out of nowhere, and then we started talking about that live action Dennis the Menace movie. That's what I mean about the other cartoons. Dennis the Menace had a cartoon. We all three of us can say Heathcliff was the shit.
No.
Oh, you didn't like Heathcliff?
I enjoyed it.
I love Heathcliff.
Here's the thing.
Hating on Heathcliff, but I enjoy it.
Look. I don't like
the Alley Cats, buddy. Come on.
Exactly. I like the Alley Cats. I fuck with them. Heathcliff's a bitch.
Garfield Light.
And the dude, and you know that one Alley Cat that had the hat, He
Yeah.
was secretly
Oh, I want-
gay.
yeah.
No, hold on. He was secretly gay, but I fuck
Oh.
with that nigga. All
No,
right?
no.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
Heathcliff, though, he can
If
eat
that-
he can eat a shitty
first off-
shitty fish, nigga.
First off, D, that cartoon came out going to what Sue said. Woke Heathcliff. Why is there a gay cat?
I know what.
Why is he on rollerblades?
I know what y'all. See, that's the reason. What? No, that dude's the gay one. The one on rollerblades. With the
with the
headband,
headphones.
He was the
With the
gay one.
headband.
He was the gay one. All right, not the cool one that was. Not the cool one that was trying to give that one alley cat VD. Nah, nah, the one with the roller skates. You right.
And then
right.
off camera, there was strung out Alley Cat, who was part of the Alley Cat, but got strung out.
You wrong for talking about the one with the headband because he was the brown one.
Yes, he was.
So what?
Brown
Marquez is gay. He's cool. He's cool. He was a pioneer, Eris.
Why we got stereotypes?
He was a pioneer.
Why we got
snatching
stereotypes?
bitches up because he was a pioneer.
First of all, he was
boomers
the
and Gen
80s. He
Xers.
was doing it was the 80s. He was doing roller derby, sir.
For the boomers and Gen Xers that are watching this, that happen to be watching this, it's kind of wild, guys, that Snagglepuss was openly gay and it never got brought up.
Oh yes, dude, it was brought up all the time.
No, Snagglepuss was openly gay. Everybody knew he was gay.
He
had the best parties.
Every
he had
comedian,
the best parties. Everybody,
everybody
else even coming me even.
DJ, first of all, every comedian on Def Comedy Jam that's ever talked about that character has always made it very obvious that
say your favorite line from The Simpsons about your boy who was clearly gay too.
Was it that was Family Guy.
No, we speak to Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, Huckleberry Hound. Yeah.
And I couldn't tell anybody.
I could have sworn Family Guy did that joke.
That was behind the laughter. That was behind the laughter.
Behind the laughter. Oh, Huckleberry Hound. I was so gay, but I couldn't tell anyone.
That's why I love collectively as a unit of people. We all have different jokes about characters being gay. My favorite one that me and Eris always do is you hear the little 60 minutes tick, 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 and it goes over to Zangief. It being that way in the USSR, I didn't want to do it. So you were quiet. I had to hide my homosexuality. We spoke to Zangief.
Mike in the corner. Mike in the corner trying not to laugh.
No. This is a touching one. Look, think about it, Chris. He finally came out in 2000. Look, me and Eric said he finally came out in 2010, and the world was like, "We love you, Zangief." He was scared.
I'm framing it like this. Behind him in the interview, his boots and underwear are framed. Hold up. World Warrior Tournament circa 1991.
Eris, Gorbachev in the background.
No. People, listen. You heard what Eris said. Do you understand the flex that is just to have that, right?
And you got Gorbachev with the thing on his head and everything with a thumbs up.
Shaking hands. Hold on, Eris. Picture him and Tina Turner, and that's where. And look. During the interview, her music made me feel free, and that's why I love Tina Turner so much. She helped me get inside. Like, oh my God, Zangief's crying.
No. But his real crowning achievement, and then we'll go back to the Chipmunks. It's a picture with him. It's a picture of Zangief with the creator of Tetris.
Doing the
No, because he's such a big guy. He's got this tiny handheld in his hand.
No. Like currently Zangief actually lives in Milan, Italy, and he stays with his husband. His husband doesn't wish to be seen. Tick, 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 tick. Just go to the next.
Nah, but like the thing about the Chipmunks is that
you don't know who his husband is.
But the thing about it is, it's like the Chipmunks kind of resonate in this sort of like medium of like it appealed to a certain time period, and then you brought that to the 80s where it's just a lot of licensed music but sung by the Chipmunks, so you're circumventing copyright in a way.
The 80s, this was the Wild West when you could do that shit.
Here's what made it interesting. The one that the three of us grew up with is that that one showed up in 1983 all the way to 1990.
Yep.
That's how long that show lasted.
Syndication.
Syndication. Forget it.
Back when you can cake up on syndication.
And also, this was one of the very few NBC push shows for kids. So it had money going to it, but not a lot of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was back during I would say that was the golden age of Saturday morning cartoons, because you forget NBC had some bangers of cartoons for a moment.
They tapped out by 91.
Yeah, once they went over to like Saved by the Bell and all
that's
that.
What I'm saying. Yeah, because they went to teen drama, and that sustained them from a good long while.
And then like CBS was like the next to go because they tried.
No, I would say ABC.
No.
Because I would say ABC because they converted a lot of their good shit to either syndication or they put it on Disney Channel. So they weren't necessarily on ABC. And I don't know how to explain this because I don't got the timeline right, but around about 1998, there were no more cartoons on ABC. That was before CBS. CBS didn't tap out until about 99, 2000.
Yeah, so Fox and WB.
Fox and WB held on the longest. UPN fell on the syndication. And here's the funny thing about that also about syndication. Sometimes Fox, UPN, WB, and it matter what part of the country you lived in, some of your ABCs and CBSs, they fell under syndication rules too. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, that's how wide syndication
Alvin and the Chipmunks, you're talking about 83 to 1990. So how many episodes per season though?
I can tell you that right now. In the span of 8 seasons, it was 102 episodes with 168 segments.
That makes sense. Yeah. So they hit syndication pretty quick.
And on top of that, as far as production company goes, it went from 83 to 87 under the Ruby Spears Enterprises. Murakami, which was 88 for 11 episodes. Deke entered 88 to 1990 for season 6 through 8.
And I remember that because that's when the animation got weird and crappy, man. There's holes in the boat.
That late 80s one was like very line-ish, you know what I mean?
But you think about the
good. That's a good term for you. Thank you.
There was a lot of thin lines.
No, but you have to understand, like, if you're as a kid, especially during the summers, that's when I was really watching Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like,
same.
So it's like, but the thing about it is too, this movie that we're talking about, the Chipmunk Adventure, I saw this Saturday morning. Weekday mornings, really.
I saw this on 2 different ways. Number one, I rented this when I was a kid. I know I did. I can't say when I did, but I know for a fact I did. And then around, I would say about 1996-ish, I saw this movie like 6 times during the summer. And it's going through this movie, holy shit. I remember a lot of this. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
You want to watch a movie where you get allegories of kids being used as drug mules, but it's not drugs. It's diamonds.
So let me.
Don't worry. The racial stereotypes will keep us warm through the whole time.
So let me break through this real quick. Just real quick. So, as the events of the film take place between the 4th and 5th seasons of the show, the plot follows the Chipmunks and the Chippettes as they go on a hot air balloon.
Thank God you told me that, Eris. I need to know what season it was. I need to know what iteration.
Yes. As they go on a hot air balloon race around the world, while their guardian Dave was out on a business trip, not knowing that it was a cover for a diamond smuggling ring. The Chipmunks travel through a series of adventures in different countries while being hunted down by diamond smugglers, Claudia and Klaus Frischstein. Let me start off.
You heard Eris.
I'm gonna start this off by pointing out one thing, just one. This whole thing started because a brother and sister duo that are already rich. This is like season 5 of Breaking Bad, where Walt has over $80 million. Bro, retire. Stop. Your family is good. You're good. You don't need to be doing anymore. This brother sister combo decides we have $5 million in 1987 money worth of diamonds that we need to spread around the world. We gotta do this. The only problem is that they were trying to figure out how they could get these diamonds delivered. Who could we get as mules to do this?
They got the Chipmunks.
Faye Dunaway looking woman.
I was gonna say Sharon Stone, but go ahead.
No.
Faye Dunaway.
You mean Jagged Stones? You mean Faye Thrower Away? You mean like nigga? What are y'all?
Can I say that?
I was saying, no. Hang on. I was saying Casino in 1980. Sharon Stone.
Is she
Smiles
aged,
and Bimbo?
If she aged another 10 years, what are you talking about?
Smiles was grins and Bimbo, I guess. I don't know.
I say that is Smiles and Third Reich. They're both German. What are you talking about?
No, go back to that picture. That is Smiles and Auschwitz.
Her brother is so gay. So gay.
No, he's European.
So gay.
He's European. Okay. So
anyway,
look, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, D.
This movie don't deserve this animation.
It really did. But hold on.
Look,
if you think about it, but hold on.
This movie doesn't deserve this type of animation. This hand-drawn, smooth animation.
You know the animation team.
What I love so much about Chris, it goes from that to complete shit in a heartbeat all through this movie.
But here's the thing: the animators behind this, get this. There's something of a time split, whatever it is, the Black Cauldron.
Yeah, it was the
failure that it was. It birthed some animators that actually ended up going to other studios and getting success because the animators.
Black Cauldron animators.
The Black Cauldron animators, who was what Ross wanted to pick up to have this, to have this movie done. The center in that movie was a failure. Now here's where it got interesting. And oh God, D, you bring this up by the way. The film's reliance on racial stereotyping was also criticized.
Oh, yes, it was, of course.
No,
no, because critics praised the animation.
Bully,
it's Wooly Bully. You racist fuck.
You respect that 1964 breakout hit, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that song that
It's a song during a time period where we almost was about to get civil rights, but they were still calling us niggas. Like that. That's
almost,
what I remember.
Almost about to get civil rights, sir. That wouldn't be for another 4 years.
Fair.
I'm just saying. That would be for another.
The racism in the song.
No.
Anyway,
I'm mad that everybody in this movie was a racial stereotype. The brother and sister. What's the brother's name? Klaus. No, you don't fucking say.
Klaus and Claudia.
Did we avoid? Did we? Maybe I missed it. Did we kind of dodge a bullet on black stereotypes?
What you talking about? They called us too, man. Did we get hit with like something in the head? Then they like
spears? Did you get spears?
Actually, no.
We didn't.
No.
We
got hit, and we got hit, and this is a concerning thing. This is something I have to throw out because yes, there is a history of this with Alvin and the Chipmunks. What was the first song that Alvin and the Chipmunks get hot off of? Witch Doctor.
I told the witch
Ting ting, while I would have bang bang. That's funny. I bet he had a bone through his nose, right?
He probably
Red
did.
ass lips. Ooh, 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 ooh. I bet he looked like that, didn't he?
He probably did. It was a song of that time.
Yeah.
Even in the cartoon that we watch,
Woo.
not a lot of it, but it's the 80s. Hold on. It's the 80s. And that's something I noticed. So was the 80s nothing but stereotypes? Think about it. WWF got popular, and what it was, stereotypes.
Papa Shango.
Look at motherfucking movies at the time. Everybody was a weird type of stereotype. There was the loser, there was the jock, there was the shy girl. You know what I mean? Everybody.
No, we're not doing Lucas.
Falling into tropes.
We are not. We are not doing Lucas. That's a sad ass movie.
I just don't understand it. Did everybody just become a stereotype in the 80s? Is that what happened?
Well,
because if that was the way to survive, I respect it.
And also movies with problematic sex scenes between an older guy and a young woman, and vice versa, and comedy, right? That's
all right. D's gonna say this for 2.5 seconds. If we are supposed to take these chipmunks being like people and shit because we gave them hats and clothes and covering their shame. If we're going to do all that, these are children, we would say, right? Yes, they were children.
Yeah, very much.
You know the Chippettes.
Chippettes.
They were in their underwear a lot in this movie. That is all D is going to say, and I'm walking away.
It wasn't exactly Agent Agent Ica level of panty shot.
Oh no, it's not. But
Eleanor,
no, it's not.
But Eleanor, for the
make
love,
it very clear, it ain't.
But Eleanor, for the love of God, you're doing a race around the world. Did you need to bring the skirt?
Did you need to have the skirt over and y'all hanging out?
Didn't the origins in the cartoon and the live action have them naked?
Yes, they were.
Clothes on. So
we're not going to talk about that, okay? We're not going to talk about
that.
No,
but I'm just saying, even the cartoon, there was the origins.
It was the origin. It was also the reunion special when we finally get to see Chipmunk's mother, which I think
they had a mom.
Yeah,
it wasn't Miss Garrett. Girls.
I need you to stop.
Her name is Miss Miller, you motherfucker. She was played by Dottie Goodman, you motherfucker. I mean it. Miss Miller is a goddamn gem in this movie, because this movie, with all the fucking stereotypes that I laughed at, I wasn't supposed to laugh at, Miss Miller gave me the best thing in the movie.
What you talking about, Dave? Alvin is here.
No, she hit the curve and hit that sign going to the motherfucking airport, and I lost it. I was like, oh my God, that was the first genuine laugh. Hour 14 into the movie.
First of all, sir, this movie was only an hour and 11 minutes.
79 minutes. Was it 70 minutes?
I will say this. It was mercifully long, quick.
I forgot how short this movie was.
This movie is very short.
Because I'm watching the movie. Next thing you know, they're rolling down the slide. Oh, this is the.
Because the one scene though that I remember was the girls of rock and roll. That little part. We had like rock and roll and that shit, right? And the boys were singing all that shit.
That's all.
Bangers.
All right. Look, first
slapper.
Off, hey guys. Hey, boys, stop that.
Send for the man.
Second, but no, for real. That's when the animation got good and simultaneously shitty at the same time. It was awesome. It was actually a pretty cool scene.
How is it that the girls got more 80s attire than Alvin and Theodore and Simon?
Oh,
the women got more drip than them.
I will have to say
that was always the case. That was always
they got the best design.
That was always the case for them because they came out during this time. Remember,
I mean, it's the leg warmers.
the whole idea of the whole leg warmer thing. I mean, come on, they're pretty much based off of a handful of Cyndi Lauper and Madonna songs. Okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
But I just wanted to run through this origin and development story.
Let's go.
Yeah. So after the success of the animated series on NBC, several studios were interested in financing the movie based on the show, and the idea originated while Rossbag and Janice Carmen built successful doghouses. Although Janice disliked the idea of creating and financing the movie themselves, they shortly found the film's director. I want to know who this director was. The unknown director created the story sketches that set the tone for the film. 2 months after production started, the unknown director was replaced by Janice, who was pregnant with their first child at the time. And Janice was initially reluctant about being the director of the film. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. The director of the film is Ross's wife.
Yep. Ross Bagdasarian Jr. and Janice Bagdasarian hold the whole legacy of Alvin and the Chipmunks in their hands.
So here now going into the animation, because since we've been talking about it,
Yeah.
The box office failure of Disney's Black Cauldron in '85, which led to the layoff of a number of Walt Disney Productions animators, such as Glenn Clean, Dan Haskett, and Dave Perscama, whom Ross promptly, with the quickness, hired them to work on this film. And after returning the first part of the film to the overseas animation producers, they only received 6 seconds of animation several months later and 5 minutes of animation a year later. It was due to the animators suffering from sore hands. As a result, they hired another 150 animators to finish the film. Within 9 months,
that sound cursed as shit, nigga. When you have a good group of your fucking animators just bounce, that sounds cursed as hell, dog.
Well, they didn't leave, but they had to. They turned in only 5 minutes and a couple of seconds worth of animation, and it took them just a year to do that. So they had to hire more animators. Now, within 9 months before the film's release, they sent the animation to Canada, New York, Utah, Spain, and South Korea. Several parts that were difficult to animate or not close enough to be completed were cut from the script. Locations cut in the film include the San Diego Zoo, Barbados, London, England, Rio, Brazil, Rome, Italy, and Moscow, Russia.
I think they weren't going to show. I feel like they weren't going to show Russia anyway.
Yeah, they were.
No, I say that, Eric, because it was 80. It was 80.
No, I know you say that. I know you said it because Cold War, but come on, man, they were willing to show it. I have a feeling they were willing to show it.
But it doesn't matter, how
as a neutral party in the animation scene.
So neutral.
We like our Russian brothers over there, even though we can't talk to them right now. You can't say that out loud. Reagan will come and get you.
Reagan smash.
So no, but getting back to the whole thing which started this whole smuggle to begin with was the fact that the Chipmunks and Chippettes are playing this very weird arcade game called Around the World in 30 Days. Way to not get sued, by the way.
Yeah, you got to duck. You got to make your margins.
You got to fly under that radar.
You got to do something, man. You got to show evasiveness in this business.
So they're playing this game, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. This game, if anything, was pretty much a foreshadowing of the plot.
Eris, come on, man. They wouldn't do something so basic like that in the movie.
Of course they would.
You're right. That would be stupid.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
That would be very stupid. First of all, I want to know who made this game, because
it's a very advanced game.
So are they in a cafe, a malt shop, a 7-Eleven?
It definitely looked like a malt shop.
Yeah.
That definitely looked like a malt shop. Then again, this is LA.
Nigga, where the fuck are they at, nigga?
This is LA. So
hold on. Within feet of this shit going on, young. Within feet of this.
It's 80s. Smoking section.
Rich people. No.
Smoking section.
Why were these two? All right. That looks like a high class. Okay. Why was there an arcade machine in what looks like at least a single Michelin star restaurant in LA? What is going on?
It's very easy to answer. It's because it's the late 80s. Gaming was the thing.
Okay.
I'm neo blocking, okay?
But then no, my thing is this. Claudia was like, yes, I think I know what we will do. We will use the Chipmunks, and we will use ways. We will use hot air balloons.
No. See, here's the thing. I like how they barely even go into the details of how they're going to set this whole thing up. Because all they did was they overheard these 6 kids go, really just the main 2 leaders going, hey, if I had the money, I'd race you around the world right now.
If I had the biggest gun, I'll shoot you, because my gun would be bigger and have lasers on it. When mine have 4 lasers on it, you fucking hard.
And so you got Claudia going, oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Don't be ridiculous. They're only kids. Yeah, who would suspect kids?
Hi, D. Shaw, 3 Black Geeks.
You were both thinking the same fucking thing.
I was.
So
let us use the children.
What?
So they both convinced them. They both convinced each other to go along the idea. And hang on, hang on. All it took was gaslighting the main 2 characters.
That's all it did. I think, what did she say about a girl beating him or something? I was like, ain't no bitch gonna beat me, nigga. Like, yo, wait.
See, first of all, and of course, the sister would say, oh, Alvin. I'm like, Alvin, 100%. Klaus going, oh, I know. She could win.
Get your hand off that child.
Now here's where it gets in. Now this is when I need to go into
shit.
No, this is when I need to go into Breaking Bad Jesse math for a second. You got $5 million in diamonds, right? Yeah. $5 million in diamonds and cash that has to be distributed on this little venture. Mm-hmm. You both are betting each other $1 million of who's going to win.
Uh-huh.
And whoever wins the race is only getting $100,000. Now I sat back and I calculated all of this, and I swear to you, I counted it at least 10 times
over here.
No, and I counted it at least 10 times. Okay, $5 million worth of diamonds that you have to spread all around the world. You bet each other $1 million. You're basically gonna have that $1 million. Period. Your brother and sister.
Some DraftKings shit, by the way.
How is it that the mules are only getting $100,000?
Oh, they
number one, fuck the mules, because fuck the mules.
Yeah, that's
and number 2,
no, because
bigger thing. Why you then made specialty dolls?
No, that was the other thing. How'd you get dolls made of them that quick?
Also, how much is it costing you to let these chipmunks fly to different regions of the fucking world? Crossing oceans!
Yeah, we're crossing oceans. We're crossing 7 continents with no passports, by the way.
Not a goddamn passport in sight.
The amount of airspace violations that have taken place throughout.
Do you know in some countries Americans flying in on hot air balloon is an international incident that will have to involve the fucking embassies.
Guys, you're missing the one.
No, we're not.
No, you're missing one thing though. Apparently, balloons can hit planes and it doesn't fuck up the plane's trajectory.
In other words, 3 Black Geeks says.
What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch? I don't.
Now, also, we could say this is pre 9/11, so anything can go.
That being said,
dude, this was pre van.
This was shotgun on the TWA flight. Type of shit.
No. I'm sorry, Chris, understand. You can't even say pre 9/11. I can't even say pre 9/11 anymore. I have to say this is pre van basement explosion.
I want people to understand.
No, Chris,
we were a proper nation.
This took place before the Unabomber. We were in a different place.
We could literally be like, my flight's at 6. Drop me off in front of the airport at 5:55. Let's go.
You can get there. Hop just.
My point, gentlemen, is that this plan should never have worked.
They went around the world. They went to Antarctica.
No, they detoured to Antarctica.
I was going to say it was a detour. Thank you.
That was a detour. That was a side quest.
They were off course.
Also,
hold on. Oh, no. Stop that.
Shut
the fuck up, both of you.
That was a side mission.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up, you, Chris, Eris, and me. All of us shut the fuck up. How did he do any of this without navigation?
Well, see, they got
there wasn't a compass.
No.
There wasn't even a compass on there.
Both parties have the smartest people in the room. So
why? There are literal 10-year-olds in freaking air balloons by themselves.
Where did they get the butane for the fire?
No, just going where God takes them. Okay.
Just where the wind takes you. Just where
the
power of the wind takes you. Hold on. Hey, y'all, you know the picture I showed in the beginning? These girls survived the hurricane.
This hurricane, by the way, the hurricane that happened was like literally moments after they got off the ground.
I will say
when
this.
the smart one is telling you, whatever you do, don't take the easterly route, please. There's a hurricane coming from that direction.
I need people to understand something here with the dynamics of both chipmunk groups. They're hitting the stereotypes to what D said. You got the heartthrob of the group. Then you got
No, let's keep it real. I love you, Alvin. I actually do like Alvin, but let's keep it real, Alvin. You're Zach off of Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're actually fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm
Wacky
sorry.
hijinks.
I like Alvin. So
no, but also you got the smart ones on both ends. Big glasses and guys.
Simon and Jeanette. Jeanette, to be really honest with you, she's actually the leader of the Chippettes. She's the best singer.
She's low-key Beyonce, I guess. I don't know.
And thank you, Darius. Yes, if made today, both of them balloons when they got shot down
while they're singing Gangnam Style.
Especially when they would have hit Yemen, Qatar, Jordan, they would have got there.
Oh, guys! If they went to those places, we would get stereotype. Hey, money.
No, Eris. No, fuck that. Pull the e-brake.
Osama bin Laden in a number. It was crazy.
No, Eric. No, real quick. Pull the e-brake. If they would have floated into the USSR, we would never see them again.
No,
that is the reason why I said they would have never showed the Russian show, because for a fact,
hang on,
they would have never got out of that damn country.
Here's the question. Where in Russia would they land?
Moscow, like you said.
Ukraine.
Who's to say they had to go to Moscow?
Hey, Eris, look.
Who's to say?
I don't feel like doing the 80s. The girl secretly went to Russia to take care of some business for Mr. Reagan.
I mean,
don't tempt me with a good time to make that fantasy, so I won't.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Who the fuck played that? Was that you, Chris?
Look, I'm not. Listen, D. I'm not trying to say that they. I'm not trying to say that that they just happen to drop the hot air balloon in Selino-Yarsk. Okay, I'm not trying to say that.
Guys, but then you have
I hate
obviously because it's the 80s.
Thank you, D. You actually you picked up on that. You
But
picked
also,
up on the location.
because it's the 80s.
If you know, you know.
The 80s had to make fun of husky people, so we got husky chipmunks.
Here's the funny thing. Me and Eris,
Because they like food, you see.
me and Eris, and me and my wife sat down and I
Double
said,
stack
okay,
sandwich.
let's be nice. What happened to all the chipmunks, right? And we both said that Theo, he worked on Robin Thicke's album. He helped Drake in like the Marvin's Room joke. He was there when he recorded Marvin's Room. Like Theo ain't there everywhere, but he's the secret. You know what I mean? Hey, I got Theo coming up. Theo ain't coming up. He is coming, nigga. The album gonna be right, nigga. Like he's that dude. He doesn't do a lot of people, but every person he's touched, they going platinum. That's all you need to know.
I mean, his one slip up. He was the ghostwriter for Young Berg's last album.
Shit.
Look, he believed in Berg. Okay, he really thought Berg could
We all believe in him.
He really thought Berg could be him.
Sure.
You gotta understand when
Sure.
Houston jammed that little fucking pencil sharpener in his pencil in his eye.
Sure.
Listen.
He believed in the business. Okay.
Eris, you gotta understand. When Houston jammed himself in the eye with that pencil, motherfucking Theo was like, damn, that was my other nigga. I don't know what to do.
Guys, you gotta understand.
I'm running out of toothpicks to throw.
But like I said, we said that. Of course, me and my wife said Alvin burned out. He burnt out.
Of course.
He's not on fentanyl. But he's.
Yeah,
Are you still doing heroin, nigga? You still doing heroin, Alvin? And here's Alvin with all the tattoos on his neck. You still on my fucking back?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel Alvin would have been like Beast Boy and Young Justice when he was like strung out and shit.
No, Alvin has been this way since 2008. He's been on the. We said that Britney never stopped making music. But here's the thing: Britney always brings out an album every 3 years, and they always suck. Hold on, Aaron. Hold on, Chris. She's twice divorced. Her husband now, Mark's a good guy. He might divorce her too, but it ain't because of him. He doesn't bring the baggage to the fucking thing.
Darius, I agree. They had landed in Siberia.
What else?
For sure.
What else? We argued about Eleanor. I don't know what happened to Eleanor. Me personally, she got a black husband. I don't know. Just the husband black. I don't know. I don't know what y'all would say about that.
I don't know what you want me to say on that, but hey.
This also her husband black. That's all you know. And outside of that, Simon, he's an executive. I don't know what record label you pick one. He's an exec. He actually, he did pretty well. You know what I mean? Jeanette's a ghostwriter. She makes good money too. She makes.
Did you just love how 80s it was to do? Theodore had that big ass fucking tape recorder to play Dave, telling them that the boys could come to Europe.
This was one of the most convoluted, stupid ways of like, you know what? I don't care. Whatever, man.
This is Zach Morris shit.
This is hilarious. How they edited the tape together. First of all, you call David at 3:00 in the morning, which is perfect. He's not all the way cognitive. You wake the man up and you have him say all the words necessary. And then through the powers of 1987 audio engineering, you stitch together cassette tape recordings by hitting record, stop, play, record over and over. And you somehow splice together all the entire message that you need. And in one phone conversation.
And let's just keep it real. Love you to death, Miss Miller. But you was born in like 1910, and any new technology is going to stumble you. So,
bro.
You see what's going on with AI right now. So this shit, would have fucked her up. Yeah, so
I mean,
and all
dope caddy though.
And all it took was like one fake phone conversation, and boom, the boys are on their way.
Eris, this is why you and I need to be in these rooms, because there was something missing with this. You had a chance to spell Europe wrong, and you didn't. That would have made this funny if you
Or
spelled
backwards
Europe
P.
wrong.
Backwards P.
Not if backwards P is just spelled just fucking wrong. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. like Euro. First of all, the E isn't even there. It's just
Europe.
it's just you're up.
You know what I'm saying? You had a chance to do
Yeah.
a funny joke and you squandered it. Mr. Bagdasarian, give me the keys, nigga. You fucking failed, nigga. That's all you had to do. Lay up. That's my problem. That's always been my problem with Alvin and Chipmunks. As much as it legitimately entertained me as a kid, this is some corny ass shit I used to watch, man. Just to hear Chipmunks sing Beat It at high pitch. I loved it. I remember.
That was
I think Beat It was the
pretty
only one they did in Michael Jackson, was it?
No, they didn't. They had
What
like a
other
whole.
song they did in
They had a whole episode that was dedicated around someone who was a friend of Michael Jackson's, and they had like a number of Michael Jackson songs. Now the Beat It one, that was the old animation because we actually got to see Alvin and them rocking the Beat It jackets and everything.
Yeah,
they did do one MJ song because since the last one ended around like 89 or 90, I know they had to do at least one.
Well, they did.
Era song.
Well, I think didn't they do Bad too as well? Because I remember there was a season. Jesus Christ, core memory unlock.
Yes, core memory unlock.
There was
so
the last two. So the last seasons, and that was going 80s going into the 90s. I think one of the seasons was them going to Hollywood, and it was a whole season where they were basically every episode was like spoofing like Back to the Future and all the movies and stuff because they were in Hollywood.
They had to do Huey. Yeah, you're right. They had to do Huey Lewis.
Okay,
who did do Huey Lewis?
So
or are we remembering?
So hang on.
Part of me thinks we're remembering.
Hang on. So okay. So like the songs that I think they did use was both Working Day and Night and Beat It.
Okay.
Wow. I want to hear the Working Day and Night. How did that sound and how terrible it matches with the action.
Alvin and Chipmunks with no Quincy Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is chicken with no salt and no garlic powder and no onion powder and no adobo and no extra anything to it.
I mean, who's getting money to sing as the Chipmunks? I really want to know that because that's
Ross Bagdasarian.
That's Ross Bagdasarian.
That's him and his wife singing this shit.
Yep.
He was trained as a kid to do it because his dad was the one to do this shit. His dad was the one to say, hey, his dad and his friends smoking reefer at the time was like, hey, guys, you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny about the niggers? Hey, Ross, you should sell that piece of shit. You know what? I think I will. And there you go. No, I'm pretty sure Ross Bagdasarian did not talk like that, but I have no other idea how he sounded like. But I don't care to. Motherfucker, you made a racist ass song to get Alvin and the Chipmunks over, and I watched your son's product religiously. So I get to call you whatever the fuck I want to call you.
I do feel, you know what, something that's dawned on me too, when we talk about like the plot of this movie, right? So somebody from the Chicago Tribune basically said that essentially, they love the movie because of like the villains of the movie and how that is the thing that caters to the adults that gotta take their kids to see this movie.
There's not enough of them. If that's the case.
Not. Here was my problem with,
and they're stupid villains, like super stupid ass villains.
That's what I said, and that's what I said. See, gentlemen, you want to know like one of the dumb, like not even just dumb. Here's some of the things I wanted to understand about these villains and the house that they live in. Yeah. The part where Claudia was on the exercise bike and she gets the phone call about hearing about all the drop-offs and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. Klaus is inside the sauna room. Why do you have a screen showing your sister? What was that about?
Thank you, Eric.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I saw it.
Who designed that house?
A German.
I need
German on meth.
Someone from Leipzig.
A German on meth.
I need both of you to just please.
Some nigga from Harris. Some nigga from Leipzig.
I need both of you, please. Just stop.
Darling, can you make it? I shall make it look like the best house on the block to show the superior in America. I cannot do this. Yes, I will, my Frau. I will. That's who did it. Some weird German nigga did it. Shit.
Also, ironically, we have a pet that actually is more human than the other ones with their reactions.
Oh no. You want to know the funniest thing? When when Eleanor broke out that penguin and said, guys, look, we gotta take it home. My wife had this look like, you're a chipmunk talking to the penguin like it needs to be the net. Like, you gotta think about it, y'all. This is
like Caesar and Planet of the Apes when he's actually talking.
Chris, yes, this is on the level of, because white people think they deep. I know what you did. That's why I don't like Planet of the Apes. That's what he did.
Well, you don't like
guy. That's when a black man tries to reconnect with his people, and he can't reconnect to them because he's been assimilated by the other world. You know, like that's what it would. That's what one of those things is.
It's so good though.
But the way they looked, she was like, we got to go. We have to make a detour to
I told you,
Antarctica.
A side quest.
With no coats.
Well, they got coats.
No, they did. Yeah, they did.
What? I mean, I don't care.
They packed for every event.
I forgot. I don't care. They just did it. By the way, real quick, I just gotta show you this. So when they was in Mexico, right?
Brown people.
Yeah, I know, right? I like this, right? So the girl was flirting with Theodore. That was cool, right? And then Simon was like dancing, and a girl hopped on him. This is the face he made when this woman tried to hop on him. This was a bleak. I caught this, and I couldn't stop laughing.
What in the Charlie Brown are we looking at?
I thought it was like an accident on animation. No, they meant for his eyes to do that. We saw that big Latino woman hop out that wagon and go, come over here.
No.
I like them small.
No, D, you got that wrong, sir. The words that you're supposed to use is thick Latina.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch she.
I gotta tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for sticking to this. 3 Black Geeks got about like 10 more minutes with this, and we gonna wrap it up because we done talked about everything. All right, can we talk about how the whole time David Seville, who is clearly in England trying to get his groove back, but he can't because he's worried about these fucking chipmunks.
He's a single white dad with
I'm gonna say to you one more time. It is a business trip
To Fire Island.
I need you to stop.
To Fire Island.
It was not to Fire Island.
Hey, Ross Bagdasarian, is Dave Seville gay?
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
See what Ross see what happened? Defending his gayness that did to you, messing up your camera.
Then he
See, the red pill was right, Eris. The red pill was right.
Then he met up with old Jeffrey Epstein, and then
No, he ain't on that list. I need you to take that back right now.
Dave ain't on the list.
You take that back.
Dave is not on that list.
He is not.
But Dave,
because the Chipmunks is good.
Dave know the parties though.
So what you're saying is Dave Seville is gay MAGA.
No, God no.
Mm-mm.
No. That being said though, he been to 2 Diddy parties. That is all
Um,
Dwayne will say. That's all I'm going to say.
So
I'm not saying if he partook, and I'm not saying if he got wet.
all right, so check this out. Check this crap out, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
So the fact that they are transporting these diamonds in cash
Yeah.
using chipmunk dolls. First of all, they take the dolls that have the diamonds in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
One they in Mexico City for the boys. They go to Mexico City and they go to the Cluckin' Taco, which sounds like which sounds like a place in GTA. I'm just gonna say that's what that restaurant sounds like to me. Anyway, restaurant's closed. It's obviously a clear front for smuggling and just
Good old cartel business.
It's cartel business because, bro, how is it that they got this and why is this not a thing yet? The next Mexican restaurant needs to do this. The sombrero pops up. You put the doll there. It closes it, takes it down, pops it back up with the other doll.
Who made that apparatus within?
That's what I want to know. Who made that apparatus? This is 1987. Why is this not a thing today?
2 days.
Because racism, sir. Racism.
How's racism?
How's that racism? It's in the middle of Mexico City.
Chris, this is 1987. That's Speed. Money from Speed. What's that song? That's what that is. Cartel, nigga.
That is season 1 of Narcos.
Wow.
That shit go. That song go, nigga.
Like I said, season 1 of Narcos. Anyway, and we see that. Let's also not forget that the reason why that the kids are even involved in being mules in the first place is because the last time that the brother and sister duo tried to, they tried to smuggle some gems, Jamal stopped them midway. Now the way that they show this guy off, yeah, you would think that he's like another drug runner who's in competition with them. And he brings in his 2 hired goons. You don't find out until the camera pans away from his office to show that, he's Interpol.
So he has gold teeth. You see,
this man has been running.
So this man just had 2 random.
No, that's the goons. Yeah, he had 2 random goons. Let's be real, special agents. These are special agents,
not carrying badges to say stop.
No badges.
Interpol.
But it makes you wonder why they were after them in the first place.
This movie is
because the only
questions I
and the
have.
And the only one to really the only 2, of course, being the smart ones, both Simon and Jeanette, they're the ones to say, hey, you know what? Y'all had any trouble along the way of doing these drop-offs? There was this guy, Brittany shuts her up, and then Simon says, hey, look, I don't know about y'all, but I got the feeling that we've been Alvin shuts him up. I'm like, y'all really doing all this for 100 stacks? I get it. It's 1987. $100,000 is some money.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I know. No risk, no reward.
I'm sorry, somebody had to say it.
But again, I still got to go back to that Jesse math. It's like millions of dollars. The mules that did all the work. Give them 100 stacks. You're supposed to split 100 stacks amongst 3, by the way.
Yeah.
You want to know why? The oldest one in this picture is probably 11. That's why. There was a reason why they got children. Why the Chipmunks? I don't know, but they got children to do it.
They got the Chipmunks to do it because they just heard $100,000 and say Yahoo it is.
Wouldn't it be easier? And this is just D. Wouldn't it be easier to have a couple of Mexican niggas shove it up their ass and go across the board?
But guys, the
No,
Mexican people cannot sing songs and they're not endearing.
Very true.
Right.
Very
right.
true.
get the whole hood grooving like this. By the way, this is actually the most racist picture that 3 Black Geeks have actually ever put up. This scene.
No, it's not.
This
That's
scene.
That's not the most racist picture. This
It
is.
is.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
Fair.
and that's also not the most offensive picture either. This is. Anyway.
Fair.
You know what, Eris? I've been waiting to use this. I got to use it for you.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
Look, you got me on that one. You got me.
I'm surprised Dave
All right,
hasn't.
let me
I'm
all right,
surprised. I'm
to
surprised
describe
Mrs.
this
Bill.
scene.
Yeah.
But to describe this scene, all I gotta say is two things. Number one,
Why?
yes. And number two, hi
it,
Mel
though.
Blanc and
Yeah.
hi Frank Welker. Do you know how fucking wild it is? to
One more
have-
was also added. Not 2, 3. There was a third one. You know who the third one was?
Go ahead.
Charlie Adler.
Oh, damn, Charlie
Do
Adler.
you know how weird
Charlie
it
Adler
is?
was in this.
Do you know how weird it is for my 3 goats, Frank, the big dick Welker, male fucking Blank, and motherfucking Charlie? I don't think he gay, but he be gay. That makes him cooler for me. Adler. But no, for real. Those are my 3 goats. And I heard all 3 of their voices in one of the most racist fucking sequences I seen in a cartoon show. That is amazing.
You want to know
That
who?
is
By
amazing for
the
me.
way, D. You want to know who Charlie Adler was?
Who was he?
He was the snitch, Mario, who was calling.
So the nigga that was calling.
The dude that was on the phone calling.
Their butler, the butler who heard all of this.
Yes.
I mean, when I say he was Arnie Pescado, writing down there, I'm writing.
Bro, this man had all the information, all the cheese, just everything. He was feeding it to Jamal. I'm like, bro, this guy has had it in. You want to talk about somebody who had it in? To see these two locked up. And this is the reason why I said you guys are like Klaus and Claudia. You guys are season 5 Heisenberg. Retire. Just retire. You don't need to do any of this.
I don't understand any of. All right, you know what? That's cool. That's cool. But like,
play with your dog. Go on a trip. Chill by the pool like you were doing, waiting for the money. Just leave it alone.
Also, I like how Alvin and Chipmunks finally got. I like how they get caught by Dave, but there's no repercussions because the day was saved.
No, they didn't. It wasn't even so much that they got caught. It was at the end of it when they said, all right, look, you two, we got a lot to talk about here because obviously there wasn't enough budget for us to have a whole conversation about this. So,
I mean,
Tevin. Yes.
Fun story about that, Tevin. When me and Eris had that little talk about the Chipmunks, it was around that time me and Eris did that episode of Cannibal Ferox years ago. That's
I rated episode.
You don't understand the bridge that you connected that no one would fucking know.
And
So
I
that's cool
remember,
right there.
and
You
I
didn't know
remember-
that, but that was
and I
cool
remember
right
saying to D. I said, yeah, watching that movie, there was no singing of Wooly Bully was going to get you out of that situation.
They're gonna put a hook through one of them little girls' boobs, and we gotta. It's gonna be gruesome. We gonna. I don't know. We can show this. somebody getting their hand cut right off. Simon.
Just this part of the skull.
Roof gone, George Jefferson.
Anyway. That part where they were in the jungle because they had to take a shortcut. And I'm like, oh, so y'all are really just copying what y'all did at the arcade. Great.
Super.
Also, there was another goat that was in this too. See, D, for you, you mentioned the third. There was a fourth for me. We got to hear 2 years before the show came into existence, Nancy Cartwright playing Bart Simpson as the Arabian Prince.
And that was Nancy Cartwright.
That was Nancy Cartwright.
Here's the funny thing about Nancy Cartwright. She was from that same weird cluster of actors in LA that were just trying to get over. That was just trying to get there, and they did a lot of voice acting. And she has a lot of voice acting for older days. But of course, Bart Nelson, and who else she did? Rod Todd, or whatever.
Yeah, Rod Todd.
No, she didn't. I think one of
Rod Todd and Martin. Martin, by the way.
She did Martin.
Yeah, she did Martin.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Come on, D.
I'm trying. I'm listening. I can't hear it. I thought that was a different woman that did Martin.
Raising Roundy, sir.
Martin sounds like this, but you mean to tell me that Nelson sounds like this? That's what I'm trying to connect. I can't connect their voices. You sure that that's the same person?
Let me.
I don't think that's Martin. I think that's the other girl, the other woman. Not I forgot who did it.
No, you're Lisa Smith.
I don't think it's her. Not Lisa. The girl that does Lisa's voice didn't do nobody else. That was I feel like it was the other female actress on there. I don't know. But yeah, please tell me that. I just want to know if I'm
right. The fact this movie made $6.5 million is wild.
It makes sense. That's modest enough, and that sounds like something they would have pulled in. Because here's the thing. Because Alvin and the Chipmunks, despite us saying what we said, it's always been mid-level. It's always been the grits, cream of wheat of fucking kid shit. Like, yeah,
shrimp and grits.
It's like this. Yeah, if it's made a certain way, it's bomb as hell. You know what I mean?
That's it. But, in that, but if that's what I was saying at the outset, it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Simon and the Chipmunks. No, but it fit in that middle category of you watch the cartoon, but it doesn't have the pedigree that you know of a WB or a Hanna-Barbera kind of thing and stuff. So,
but here's the funny thing, and I will go this far. When you look at the makeup of who Alvin is, Alvin outlasted Lever the Beaver. He outlasted Dennis the Menace. And he's like one of the last ones of I'm the kid that's a rebel. You know what I mean? I'm a little stinker. He's one of the last ones. Him and Bart Simpson were probably one of the last ones of that cut.
Did they do a crossover with those two at one point? Maybe. Again, or am I Mandela effect in that?
No. You see the Chipmunks on The Simpsons, but that's what they knew. It's the Muskrats, or I forgot what not the Muskrats. I think they were the Muskrats or the. So no, this is not Alvin and Chipmunks. It's like something in the squirrels. So whatever. But yeah, that's probably what you remember. But this doesn't. But it does. But
6.8. Okay. Well, thanks for the correction, Super Smash. Yeah,
but let's think about it this way, though. When Alvin and the Chipmunks came back in the 2000s, believe it or not, they had 3 movies. They made their money. These weren't lay down, just mid-level hits. No, kids love this.
Yeah, so saying it's that okay. It's because that
you like and say what you look. And I know a bunch of Gen Z is like, nah, no, we didn't. Yes, y'all did. I was a parent of one of y'all niggas. Yes, a bunch of Gen Z has Alvin and the Chipmunks bled into their DNA because of those movies in the 2000s.
Yeah, I was right.
You was? All right, cool.
She was Martin Prince.
That's what I'm saying. I can't hear it, but okay, whatever. Not a big deal.
But that's the thing too. I'm pretty sure on home video this movie probably kicked up big time too.
Okay.
She's Ralph too, ain't she? She does Ralph too, right?
Yeah, she's Ralph.
Yeah, because I was thinking of
she does-
I like that's her.
Yeah, she's I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Hey, hey, Super Nintendo Charmers. That's still timeless for me.
That
Super
is very
Nintendo
timeless.
Charmers.
Hang on. This thing. See, y'all done messed me up here. Okay, couple things about the music in this movie. Can we say that for one, there was maybe 2 or 3 actual 80s songs and everything else was just songs from the 60s?
Yeah.
I mean, the
Flying Around the World song.
I
know the Flying Around the World song was like an original song though. Like that had to be like a. Did Randy Newman make that one?
No,
because Randy did two songs.
It wasn't Randy. It was not Randy Newman. It was Randy Edelman.
Oh, not Randy Newman. I'm sorry. It is Randy Edelman. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry on that. And I knew it was him. He had a couple of He has a bit of a resume on him. They didn't get no slouch for this shit. You know, that's the one amazing thing about Alvin and the Chipmunks. There's a lack of budget, but these motherfuckers, when they put their money to something, they putting their money to some shit. I give it that shit, yeah.
Shout out to Will Sasso, dude. You can't be saying Randy Newman because that fucking Will
Sasso. That song that they did, the song that the Chipmunks did in Mexico City. Ay.
That's a real song.
Yeah, it is from 1941.
This is some peak white people shit with the music choices here, buddy.
Off the Street of World, that was an original song. Weekend in France, Italy, England, Amsterdam, Greece. I think that was
Freaks of Jim Crow.
Probably the most, not so much, like heavy 80s ballad, but the My Mother song by the Chipettes.
That was a lot. Look, I got to be real with you.
There are songs, okay? There were songs for Appreciating Your Mother. Loving You Is Like Food for My Soul, the Soul Food Joint. Tupac with Dear Mama. And then this.
You know what also?
Like this, number 1. Number 2, Mama. That's number 2. This was number 1.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that was the song I mentioned. The Girls of Rock and Roll, that was an original one.
Yeah.
Flying with the Eagles, that was Edelman. That was also Chipmunks and Chippettes. Getting Lucky, Mexican Holiday, and Diamond Dolls.
Now, Diamond Dolls was actually fun. Them singing Get Lucky was, I was like, here's me. You should be ashamed of yourselves. These are young girls sitting in lingerie, dodging snakes. What type of person would do this thing? I'm like this. These girls getting down. This is actually a groove. Here's me here. This is a groove. This shit's a groove, though. I ain't gonna fake.
I mean, when I heard it,
I hated that about this movie.
When I heard it, I said to myself, y'all are really enjoying y'all selection of rockabilly stuff, huh?
Hey, look, nigga.
The composer.
It was a comeback. Thank you, Chris. It was a comeback. It was making a comeback, nigga.
Apparently it was in the 80s.
Nah, but like if you think about it like this, right? You talk about this movie, right? These are movies that people went. The Care Bears movie. You know, the movie made money.
Yeah. It was animated terribly.
It was literally about a fucking the devil. It was a hate monster, but still, like
it was Satan. It was Satan.
He turned into a giant cloud.
It was a face. It was the face.
He was.
But I can see, but it was like that was the darkest Care Bears ever got. Where it's like, yo, all right, cool. And then you get Rainbow Star Bright? That's another one that came out in the 80s and made money and stuff because it's like these things. There was the cute animal that can sing. All right, cool.
Now,
money.
Now the Care Bears
I want
movie.
The dolls.
So hold on, the Care Bears movie that came out in '85.
Mm-hmm.
$2 million budget completely blew away the box office take on Alvin and the Chipmunks. That movie made $34 million off of a $2 million budget.
Care Bears, crazy. The kids went to go see Care Bears.
They had dolls. They had merchandise.
They already
Alvin
had
and
merchandise.
Chipmunks didn't have merchandise.
It did.
They did. No, Alvin did. Alvin and Chipmunks did, but not on the level of Care Bears. Not on the level of G.I. Joe. Not on the level of any of them.
You know for a fact that the main push of merch for Alvin and the Chipmunks was audio tapes.
Like the Teddy Ruxpin,
maybe an A-hat.
Like the audio tapes, the hats, the records, of course, the vinyl records.
But I'm saying the Teddy Ruxpin era of like the 80s and the talking dolls. That
they probably had those.
They had one. They probably did though.
They probably had one for like at the time, as opposed to Care Bears being pumped and pushed out.
And let's not forget about the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch were real big at that time too, bro.
But my thing was,
remember that's the thing that makes our millennials. We're interested with that too. They tried to sell us everything and make them.
They did. Everything.
They tried their best to make us mindless fucking children, and I don't think that worked at all. I don't think there's no way they got us to buy into some movement
that we got
or
our hands
something
on
to make us just fall into it and not use our critical thinking.
Like everything that we got our hands on was nothing more than a product to be pushed.
All of it.
I mean, everything. Like, hold on, hang on. Good example. Every major cartoon that we grew up with in the 80s was nothing more than just a ploy to sell toys.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them try to take the writing of the story for these cartoons seriously by giving them a proper story. Other times it would just be crude animation, very crude animation, by the way. The stories never linked to anything. There was never like a serious beginning, middle, and end of like the show. It was just, we're gonna pump out a whole season. Season 1 is gonna be 60 to 80 episodes before going into season 2.
Yeah, errors, and errors, and that's why cartoons suck today.
Yeah, I agree.
Look. That's the simple part, and that's
Red Pill, the cartoon.
For real, that makes me laugh when I hear Mama, fuck you and your ideals. I don't think you're gonna watch that show no more, Billy. Mom, you're mad that I'm getting Miami 10s and you're still here with this Ohio 1.
It's
your father.
You know what?
Yeah, and he needs to be having sex with as many women as possible. But you won't let her because you're a cunt, Mom.
Coming soon to Rumble.
Dude, do you know how on LSD did you have to be to create another show that was under Deke? Alvin Chipmunks, Street Sharks. I will always be confounded on how they really thought that they were spitting some hot fire.
To me, it was like, I get it with Street Sharks because Street Sharks was so painfully
awesome.
No, you want to know what's pathetic? The Stone Protectors.
I was about to say Stone Protectors.
Yeah, we're the Stone Protectors.
Stone Protectors.
Guardians of the Stone.
Stone Protectors. God, what was the other one? There was Stone Protectors and
there's another one. There was quite a few of them, man. Biker Mice from Mars was shit.
Oh, I love fuck with it, bro. Biker Mice was dope. It was dope as shit. I love it.
It don't like y'all was shit on Street Sharks, and Biker Mice from Mars is on the same damn level.
Hey, mice for the future on bikes.
Yeah, Chris.
Dope.
One of them had the solid snake
patch. Thank you, right?
One of them had the big boss eye patch.
No, it's my man looking like fucking Joe Cool, who was the leader of the team. Because if you want to be a leader, you gotta wear shades, and look cool.
You always had, the leader always had the shades,
the hard edge that was all like dark. You see, he's gruff.
The Cowboys of Moon Mason.
That's not look. That's
It's Timberland and Alp, man. Sorry enough that they. Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day,
but that's my point. Is all of these things were nothing more than products to be pushed on us throughout the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah,
I mean, but how did Alvin and Chipmunks manage to dodge like copyright with the music and stuff?
Because they were covers.
Oh, so you don't have to really pay the estate of Michael Jackson or anybody if you're doing covers.
As long as it was a cover.
Oh, so that's
because-
how they were able to get around even on the TV, like the copyright for songs
Yeah,
and stuff.
hell yeah.
Oh,
because they sang the songs. They didn't actually go to the songwriters and be like, "Hey, we need you to sing the song." They freaking Ross and company, like pretty much literally the Chipmunks were the ones singing the song.
yeah, because they're also not using the beat for Beat It or anything. So
that too. Like,
Dog, the shit that had me rolling in the movie though. And I think it was Alvin. Alvin was talking about, I'm going to be the greatest rock star of all time. Hey, Alvin, Michael Jackson and Prince are still alive. Shut the fuck up.
this is peak 80s of him saying
like Aaron, the way I said that with all that strafe and anger, yes, I meant that. That's for a lot of white acts during that time. I'm the greatest rocker. Shut the fuck up. Michael Jackson and Prince are still alive.
The fact
You don't shut up.
No, the fact that the
the
fact that both of them. Hold on, D. Hold on. Hang on.
Run.
No, hang on. The fact that the both of them said, "How much you want to bet that we can out rock and roll you?" I'm like, this is the middle of May of '87.
If you children won't go to school, like I'm pretty sure y'all need to be.
Y'all went to the ruins of Rome. No,
of course you get all the
no. You went to They did this song in Athens, Greece, and I ain't gonna lie. There were parts of the music video. I was like, "Hey, that was kind of cool." I like when they did that whole little dance off with the flickering of the animation.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, but that's Deke animation in a nutshell, man. It's gonna be some highs, it's gonna be some lows.
That is peak. Like, I just don't understand. Let's get the people that made fucking heavy metal animation here and stick it on to this Deke animation of the late 80s. That doesn't work.
Okay, repeated Captain Planet, the Planeteers episode as animation.
Can we please just go ahead and throw this out the window? Deke did not enter the game until after this movie came out.
I can't
thank
tell.
God.
Yeah.
Because, loincloths, I'm supposed to be protected from whatever is there, I guess.
This chipmunk penis, Chris. That's what's out there. Why do you question this? Why are you questioning this? His muck dick. That's what's there.
First of all, this was...
What do you want?
First of all,
can we end this podcast?
No, this was still at the tail end of the Ruby Spears Enterprise. Ruby Spears Enterprise was the production company behind this. So, as I said, before Deke came into the picture, this is still decent animation.
Yeah, okay.
Now, granted, yes, it did get rough. There was definitely parts where the animation in this movie was just rough.
Talking about
it's like somebody opened Windows Explorer.
Like, remember that
with 3 tabs? Oh shit!
Remember when I told y'all about was it during the early stages of them putting the animation together, and they were only able to get 30 seconds or 10 seconds, and the other one being 5 minutes, and they had to stop because of sore hands. Yeah, some of them sore hand animations made it into this movie.
I can't tell.
I had the fucking glove from CVS and shit so they could finish up.
I saw that. Look, some of the shit you see in there, like, man, there's a bunch of Vietnamese people that got beat because they made this scene look like shit.
The fact, this movie is such God, it is such a full circle of itself because the whole movie is literally about going around the world in a certain amount of time. This movie pretty much went all around the world to get made.
I'm just imagining a scenario where a guy says, "My head is hurting." All of a sudden, they dragging his family, put a gun to his head.
The guy with the sore hands was looking at Ross Magnasteria going, "Look what they did to my hand, man." Look what this movie did to my hand.
So many South Korean animators on the ground.
Crumple state.
What happened? What did y'all do? We did this.
That one shot of animation took us
Paid
40
my family for a
days.
month. Paid my family for a month. Dope.
And then this shit come out.
All right, who drew this on a slant? That's what I want to know.
That was an 18-hour day, sir. And you're gonna respect
Yeah.
that last
All
hour.
right, All right, y'all. Check this out. I'm glad we did this movie.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
At the end of the day, yes, evil's punished. Diamond smugglers are packed up and hauled off to Interpol.
Man, that was a roomy ass back of the fucking police car and shit. Like
that it was.
very
And
roomy. Very roomy.
the fact that everybody made it back home all at the same time. David's plane landed, the Chipmunks landed in their hot air balloon all at the same time just to wrap up this case.
And Simon gives Dave an ulcer at the end. You know?
Alvin. How is
Alvin.
it
Jesus.
that you said I want to end this
Alvin.
podcast.
Alvin.
I want to end the damn podcast. The nigga said Simon.
What's our next movie? What's
The
our
nigga said Simon.
My bad. What's our next
Hit the desk again, Chris. That's all we got.
Do
it.
No, but I mean, but the fact that they wrapped all of that.
C to the O to the double R.
No, it's the fact that they wrapped all of this up, and the movie just ends.
It just ends. It doesn't linger.
Because you could not end the movie without that.
This easily feels like it could have been like a 3-part episode of the TV show.
Well, remember that this technically, I don't even think that this was even supposed to even go to theaters. Remember, it was studios that wanted to finance them making this movie in the first place.
But look at the parts where it cuts to black and goes to the next scene. It feels like it
Oh,
was
yes.
that or it was edited for TV.
Oh, I
One
said
of the
that
two.
3 times.
If anything, they could have saved themselves some more money, and this could have been a TV movie.
And I feel like somebody
Live NBC 8 p.m. for the first time ever. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people would have watched this if this was a TV movie and they didn't have to go to the theater?
Ratings? Are you kidding me, man? They would have ate.
They definitely
would have ate. Kidding me?
But this was the first major Chipmunks movie before almost a decade and some change later, when we would get the live action, the CGI ones. And no, I do not care to talk about them.
No, we weren't.
It was the stunt casting of animated features, live action animated.
Say what you will, though, it gained popularity.
Yeah, it breathes second life into a franchise that we thought was pretty much gone since the 80s.
Same with Smurfs, but they went back to animation now.
I feel like Smurfs. I don't know. I feel that the Smurfs. That's a bunch of us. You like it, kids? You like it? You
Blue
like
people.
I feel that that's millennials and Gen Xers pushing the kids in front of the TV to Smurfs.
Well, especially with the recent one with fucking Rihanna playing Smurfette and shit. So it's
hey, Super Smash. You're talking to 3 former.
Have you ever?
No, you're talking to 3 former Dare children. Of course, we have seen.
Have you ever?
Of course, we've seen cartoon heroes.
Try harder than that,
cartoon all stars to the rescue. Yes,
you gotta try harder than that. You nigga, we were all we young and pretty, but we weren't born yesterday, nigga. You gonna have to come harder than that.
We were there when it premiered. Okay.
You know what? Though also Muppet Babies, the fact that I probably have to download that show because the copyright alone was just.
Oh yeah, you have to. That trying to get a hold of any home video version, and God knows I've said this on thousands of episodes of our podcast. Trying to get a home video release of Muppet Babies is a logistical nightmare. Like you would think prior to the acquisition of all of these corporations that are now under Disney, you would think that this would be easy to do. Back then, all it was just a simple, hey, we friends. You mind if I use like 2 seconds of your movie?
Star Wars.
Like a Star Wars, boom. Hey, you mind if I use 2 seconds of your TV show for this? Everything was just a simple handshake. Now that everybody's products are worth millions to billions of dollars.
Done.
And it's under the biggest evil corporation of all time.
There's a Muppet Babies episode that's literally Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope.
Dude, it was one episode of Muppet Babies that's all Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, it's animation was the Wild West.
And there was one episode where, and I still say this, and D swears I'm making it up, but I'm telling you it's not a fever dream. One episode where Piggy believed she would be one of the Cosby kids, and they had her in blackface.
Oh, I'm done.
D thought I made it up when I told him.
No, it ain't. No.
Bottom line is this. Bottom line is this. The Alvin and Chipmunks is in the same iteration to me like Archie. It's a thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's also a thing that has a higher chances of getting an actual home video release.
Yeah. I mean, probably Shout Factory or somebody. They'll probably.
And we're just just to keep it honest, we're saying this from an American standpoint because much like fucking Woody Woodpecker, you do realize that Alvin and the Chipmunks means something different to kids around the world than us. So
it does.
Yeah.
In fact,
it's popular in France too.
In fact, it meant so much to us that you know that when this movie first came out on November of '87, they had the nerve, the gall to sell it for $80 on VHS.
Somebody actually uploaded a Laserdisc version of it on YouTube.
These niggas lost all their goddamn mind.
But then they went
for this film. But anyway.
But then of course they reduced it when they re-released it on was it Warner Home Video, dropped it all the way back down to $20. I'm like, yo, Lorimar, what drugs were y'all on to tack on an $80 price tag for this movie?
The best
for a movie that barely hits an hour 15.
The 80s kind of eras.
Yeah. Gordon Gekko. Read is good.
That is the good. That Scarface kind. That Sosa.
Big man. Anyways, what's our next movie, sir? What are we doing next?
I am actually having a tough one on this because we got 3 more episodes for the month, and then we're gonna go right into spooky month. I'm thinking about going ahead and just breaking Eris's present open early, just so he can shut the fuck up. But I'm gonna wait for your week. Well, stick your chest back in, nigga. I'm gonna wait for your birthday week on that one, so you can say, you know, somebody loves me in 3 Black Geeks like we don't record this nigga sweating on stage, dancing, spinning and shit. You keep on putting it up there, but look. I don't do a movie for a week and a half, so I just don't give you good ideas, huh, D? Anyway, that being said, though, I am going to give him a treat, and it's going to be more for his ears because it's animated, but it's all right because you put it on something attractive. We're going to do a movie that ain't Disney, that is actually on the level of a Disney movie, and I will say actually better than a Disney movie. We're going to do The Road to El Dorado. Very, very pretty ass movie. I would say the only thing better than it would probably be The Prince of Egypt, but Jewish people kind of fucked that up. So that being said,
Prince of Egypt, and Prince of Egypt, wasn't that also Disney?
Prince of Egypt is one of what you say? No, I didn't hear you.
Was Prince of Egypt also Disney? That was my question.
I don't know.
Y'all didn't see it over here. There's no big deal. The fans didn't see that shit. Nobody seen it. I'm sorry. What errors?
What's was it? No, sorry. Prince of Egypt was DreamWorks. I'm sure.
Yeah, that was DreamWorks. Actually, El Dorado was DreamWorks, wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
That
had to be like Fox. It had to be Fox.
No, it is DreamWorks.
Oh, it
DreamWorks.
is.
Yeah, DreamWorks. I mean, a movie with one Kevin Kline, I think a very underrated actor.
Calvin Kline is not underrated.
That was DreamWorks.
He's not underrated. I think he's perfect where he's at.
And then we got Rosie Perez.
Of course.
And then Kenneth Branagh. who we forget
Branagh
is an actor.
One of the good ones. One of the real good ones. Yeah, he was.
And also we got both Edward James Olmos and Jim Cummings.
Ooh, Edward James Olmos.
Chris,
Eris, you see what you just did? You just licked Chris's film critic pussy right there. You said Edward James Olmos. You licked the head. You flicked the bean when you said that. That's his messed up cheeks looking God right there. All right. Edward James Olmos is Chris's boy. And yes, Chris, we're finally doing an Edward James Olmos movie. We finally did it.
I feel this means that since we did Dangerous Minds, we gotta bring it back to Stand and Deliver.
I gotta teach these kids. How can I reach these kids?
That comb over.
Well, Chris,
that this on his chest and shit,
Chris,
his hand in his pocket.
I hate to say this.
Hamburger meat.
Next year, because it's our 15th anniversary next year.
Dude, Diamond
Chris
playing Hispanic,
which is awesome. But Chris, we're going to be doing Stand and Deliver next year, and we're also going to be doing the one everybody told us to do for the very beginning of the shit. Fucking Lean on Me. We're doing both of those next year. Both movies that save Latino kids and save little nappy-headed niggas kids like us. They kept us from what did Joe Clark do again? The baseball bat. Yeah, nigga.
It's the movie where I wanted to be Benson when I grew up.
Oh yes. Backstreet Boys had a hit off this damn thing. I remember that shit. And yes, Elton John did write songs in this junk, man.
But
so,
Elton John,
you know you spent money.
That means your soundtrack is going to be fire.
I'm gonna say this one time, nigga. No, the fuck we ain't. We already did Players Club. It's perfect because the Players Club that we just did was the redo that I already did. No, stop asking me that shit. Anyway.
Also, our boy Hans Zimmer.
Zimmer had something to do with this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yep.
See, D picked one, and now Eris gets to have an excuse to touch himself all week. Gooning on fucking Rosie Perez. No, that was the problem for me. It wasn't the fucking hips. It wasn't the fact that she's some brown Latina girl. Woo! It wasn't the fact that she was like that. It was the fact that you had the nerve to make an Aztecian be voiced by a Puerto Rican. I think that's a violation, actually. I actually personally think that's a violation.
I mean, J-Lo continues to be
that's like getting a nigga,
black women's voices.
Chris, that's like getting a nigga from the South to play a Brit. All right, it's fun. It's fun when it's the other way around until we do it to them.
What is this?
Do you know what I hated so much? They got on Denzel so bad. Why is he using that voice in Gladiator? He doesn't match. You're British in fucking Greece. Fuck off. Let him use his New York
I'll just
accent.
say this: the road to El Dorado birthed plethora of black women cosplaying as Mel. So,
you know what I like about it?
What's her name?
Mel.
I don't know her name.
Yeah, Mel.
It's Mel?
Yeah.
Please got to be short for something. That's got to be short for something. That's got to be short.
No,
Is
Shell.
See?
Shell. I know I said Mel.
I'm going home. We're going home.
Bro, I was really about to hit Chris with the De Niro casino joint. Mel.
Fucking Mel. Fucking Mel. Fucking Mel. You hear this schmuck? Fucking Mel over here.
Oh, Oklahoma kid. Shell.
Vincent Shane.
Anyway, we out of here, y'all.
Peace out.
Good.